Hi, welcome back again. So, my name is Usman Javed. So, I'll be discussing today about logistic regression, cost function, and gradient descent. So, first of all, I am importing some libraries such as Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib, and then I am importing my dataset. This dataset is basically have values of marks of students on different subjects in two subjects X and Y, and on the basis of these two subjects students will be admitted into next university. I If the student will be admitted, it labeled as 0, and if it cannot be entered into university, it is labeled as 1, and if student get acceptance, it is labeled as 1. So this is a supervised learning problem where we have the subjects marks. On the basis of two subjects marks, the students will be either get accepted in the university or rejected. So we need to basically make a logistic regression model and then calculate the cost function, and then after that we will be calculating the gradient descent method, and we can see how we can reduce the cost using gradient descent method. So this problem is a simple problem. It's a classification problem in which a student can either be accepted or can be rejected into a university depending upon the marks on the two subjects basically. So we have a data set. I'm just showing the 10 values of the data set as a 10 values. And then first of all, what we need to do, we need to basically uh, div- divide the values into x and y variable. So we have x variables as from x and y, and then our label is our basically y values, which is our dependent variable or target variable. So we use the function dataset ilog. Ilog is basically used to get the particular values of columns. It's a basically short form of integer location. Integer location from it says from all the rows and except the last column. In y values, it says all the rows, the only last column values you need to take. And then we say we can check the shape of our x matrix basically. So in our x matrix, we have basically x and y. These two values like 34 and 78, and all these x and y column values are encapsulated in x matrix, and label value is basically our target variable, right? So now what we need to do, we always do basically uh, we basically plot the graph and check our data. So we basically import three-dimensional graph, and then we basically check the graph data points using scatter plot. So you can see that the data is basically linearly separable. You can easily classify them into two different categories, either accepted categories or rejected categories. So we also know that we can basically we have the function sigmoid function. We need to define some functions before moving into our cost function. So we, as you guys know, that sigmoid function is basically z sigmoid of z is equal to 1 over 1 plus e raised to power minus z, where z is equal to theta transpose x. So logistic regression hypothesis h of x is basically equal to theta transpose x, which is a function of x and theta. It will return us x dot product of x and theta, which is equal to theta transpose x basically. So sigmoid of z will return us 1 over 1 plus e raised to power minus z, where in order to calculate z, we need to use dot product of x and theta, because z is basically equal to h of x, which is equal to our hypothesis, and hypothesis is equal to theta transpose x. So these values of function will be used in cost function further. So one thing, we need to add a column of intercept in order to basically accommodate. We need to add the column of ones to add the interceptor. So in order to add the column of ones, we basically use the append function, and this column of ones will be added in your X matrix. Now once you check the shape of your X and Y matrix, before it was uh, 34 and 78. Now it is basically 1, 34 and 78. Basically you are adding one column of ones to add for interceptor, and Y target is 0. So now the shape of our X is 100 rows and 3 columns. We basically added one column. Now what we do in logistic regression, basically we declare the value of theta as a 0 and check our cost function, and then we basically iterate do it iterations using gradient descent and get our the best value of parameters in order to calculate the optimized cost. So in order to get the cost when our parameters values are 0, so first of all we will declare the values of our theta as 0, and then we calculate the our cost functions. So first of all we need to define the cost function. Cost function is basically a function of theta, X and Y, because the formula for the cost function for logistic regression is minus Y log of sigmoid, basically, well, log of h of x, basically minus 1 minus y log of 1 minus h of x. So h of x is basically our logistic regression hypothesis, which is a function of x and theta. So basically this formula is our main formula, which is equal to minus y log of h of x minus 1 minus y log of 1 minus h of x. H of x is equal to basically sigmoid of logistic regression hypothesis, and which is a function of x and theta. Now after that you basically sum all the terms and divide it with the m, and then finally you get the you basically take the value of cost function, which is equal to 0.69. This value is basically the value when you are declaring the value of your parameters is equal to 0. So when you are basically you give arbitrary value as 0 to your parameters and check what is the cost function, and then in order to get the optimized value of parameter, you basically run a cycle of iteration using gradient descent method. In gradient descent method you have to define the iterations and the alpha. Alpha is basically your learning rate or step size, and iteration you have, I have chosen basically 500,000 first, and your gradient descent is a function of x, y, theta, alpha and iterations. You add two parameters more, so alpha and iterations. You already fix the alpha and iteration value, and then using the formula of gradient descent, you basically say in the range of number of iteration you are using the formula, basically uh, h of x 1 minus h of x into x transpose. So first of all you will get the value of h of x minus y, basically. So h of x minus y, and then you take the dot product of this h of x y, h of x minus y with the x transpose, right, and then divide it with the m, and then you get the new value of parameter theta, and after that you get the different values of the gradient. So basically this is the value of theta, and then you get the value of these values of basically your parameters are the best values. This comes after the after iterations of 500,000 iterations. Let me run it for you guys. So you can see you have chosen the value of alpha as 0.01 and the iterations 500,000. And using the formula of gradient descent, you can basically calculate the values of parameters, and then you can see the value of cost function is reduced to 0.38, as when the value of your parameter was uh, 0, when you declared 0 theta, the cost function was 0.69. Now after the using gradient descent and iteration, using 500,000 iteration, you have reduced your cost to 0.38. So that's how basically you reduce your cost by using gradient descent method, and then you can classify your basically data into two binary output basically. I hope you guys have liked this video, and if you guys have any question you can ask, and please subscribe and like my channel for further updates. Thank you very much.